Hello Clashers, welcome to the grand final day! Go big or go home! Strut, Thrive Gaming, myself, Shion, and LadyB. How are you?
I'm doing great today, Shion. Absolutely thrilled to be here today at the grand finals after, two other days of epic wars. We've seen some close calls, some really big turnarounds, and we've just seen a lot of big action, including some big stars. So we've got a lot to settle here today, and we've got not only Strut, who's come through the upper bracket, but we've got Tribe Gaming, and this is big because this means if Strut gets the first win here, they are done. It's a one and you're done. But if Tribe Gaming come in from that lower bracket match and they get a win in the first war, they force Strut into a second matchup to see who wins the grand prize here today.
That's correct. EWU Gaming prize pool, it's crazy, LadyB. $15,000, 8,000 first place, 5,000 second place, and 2,000 for third place. Queen Walker's Stephanie. So we will know today the champion and the second place on here EWU Gaming tournament.
We definitely will. And that's the exciting part, is to see. I mean, obviously, Queen Walker's coming in with a very strong performance yesterday, but not quite enough. And they fought hard through day one. They had a perfect war. That's what put them up against Strut, but just not their day yesterday, and lost in that lower bracket match. And that hurt them severely. But they had a long day of gameplay, as did Tribe, I think. So we'll see if they're nice and refreshed. The same for Strut today, and what they're going to be bringing base building wise, because I think that was the story of yesterday. Yesterday was defenses, and today, you know, you said it, go big or go home. If you want to get that $8,000 grand prize, you are going to need to bring everything. So this is going to be not only the battle of the offense, but the battle of defense here.
Correct. Actually, base builders, players, CEOs, managers, spectators, casters, production, Clash of Clans. Well, we are ready for this grand final day. Finally, just two teams, obviously, Strut and Tribe Gaming. What do you think about it?
I think these are two teams that know each other very well, so it's an interesting matchup, and the history behind it I'll get into 1 second, but I want to highlight the MVP section here, because we've got three players up for grabs here for MVP that have gone perfect so far, and that is Rakiras in the #1 spot. These are all like close to 100% hit rate. So far, it looks like they should all be 100% hit rate, but Rakiras is 7 for 7 with 21 stars. We've got Boom. It says he's 6 for 6, so that's where I'm not sure where the hit rate is standing. But Boom and Ast. But if Boom actually winds up going, or Ast winds up going with a triple, and Rakiras winds up with a 2-star, this could turn the tides on MVP. So we'll have to wait and see what happens today with this. But let's take a look actually at the bracket and talk again about a little bit more how this format went down, just to remind everybody how we got here today. So, Shion, Queen Walker Stephanie had a perfect war against Acceptance to face off against Strut, who had a perfect war against Tribe Gaming early on. So this is Tribe's opportunity to go for revenge here. Tribe got knocked down into that bottom bracket and faced off against VN Tompanai 1, where Acceptance also faced off against QSFN. QSFN getting the win there. But it was Tribe Gaming ultimately that was victorious in the lower bracket, and Queen Walker Stephanie got knocked down there by Strut. But it was Tribe Gaming to make it up their way to face off against Strut, and because Strut has gone through the upper bracket, they get this one war advantage. So this does mean, if you think of it as a best of 3, you would have one war already won for Strut. So if they come in with this first matchup, that would be 2 wins for them. But if Tribe Gaming comes in with that win, this could turn the tables and force into a second match.
You said a complex word. Revenge. OMG. We're ready for this. And, well, I want to know both teams. I want to know both lineups for both teams. So let's go to know the first team. Strut. Come on. JoJo23. Boom. Ast. Mask. And Tryhard. This team, it's out of control, LadyB.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, we're talking about a reform team. I mean, we've got slightly different players in the mix, but ultimately, this is the 2020 World Championship team here with Yo-Yo, Boom, Ast, Mask, and Tryhard. But Mask joined back last year in 2021, and Tryhard joined actually this year coming from MCES. So pretty big change in the lineup. We've seen them coming with some ups and downs as they're getting to learn each other. But I think it's kind of the same with Tribe Gaming. I think you could say the same for them, but they do have a strong powerhouse of a team here. And why don't you talk us through who we have?
Yeah, actually, I said on Strut, the team out of control, and on Tribe Gaming, the Rockstar team. Floxy, Rakiras, Exorcist, Nibrax, and Kronos. In my opinion, a Rockstar team.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I always force the question to you about predictions, but I want to see it in chat because we've got people in Twitch. We've got people over in the YouTube channel. So let us know what you think. Who's going to get this win in the first, maybe only war that we have as Tryhard starts off here for Strut coming in with the Queen Charge Lalo.
The first attack, LadyB, Tryhard! Queen Charge Lalo, like you said. Watch out this. We got the Town Hall on the south compartment. We got the Flame trying to get the Town Hall, I think. And maybe the Queen Charge going to the middle of this village to take that multi-target Infernal Tower and the enemy Queen.
Absolutely, because we've got the Flame Flinger to take on the Town Hall. You can see the Quake there that's going to activate the Town Hall to ensure that it targets it since it only targets defenses. But it does a lot of splash damage work, which is great. And there's no Expo or Mortar quite in the way of the radius as it makes its way to the Town Hall. Queen, though, is veering off course and needs to focus on those super minions, has the poison down very nicely, even freezes it up to ensure that he doesn't have to force a Queen ability too early and wants to make sure that he still has some rages left over.
Yeah, the Flame is like slow motion, but now using the potion spell, the Queen Charge, it's under control. Everything correct for now. We get the King over here. Watch out, there's the Royal Champion, and the Town Hall is still alive on the south, LadyB.
Yeah, so he didn't drop the rage here, and I'm a little bit worried because of the single targeting Inferno. There's nothing to get her through, which means he's going to lose a queen value. So this is a lot of trust in Tryhard's Lalo to get through. The single targeting Inferno, obviously not an issue for the Loons. The only problem could be any potential traps along the way. But we do have the Warden timing of the Tome here, and we do have the healers that actually cut across to help with that Royal Champion. Still has some spell combinations left over, including a freeze and a single targeting Inferno. So this could help out. But let's see how his Loons survive as they come through the back end. No splash to worry about, and it is looking good, especially with that Seeking Shield and the Drag Rider. So this is the way you want to kick off a war. Looking good for Tryhard of Strut here, but Tribe Gaming needs to come in confident with their first attack, and what's going to be interesting to see is who will come up to bat first.
Yes, and we have to talk about the players rotation. Tryhard on the first position. This is not normal. This is not the common situation for this team Strut. So, what was the reason? What do you think about this, LadyB? What was the reason on this part of the first attacker of Strut team?
As far as bringing in Tryhard? So, you know, it's interesting because we've seen Strut switching up their lineup quite a bit, especially since the new team. I think it would actually come down for the team itself, who has the probably most solid plan coming in first. That is a fairly simple plan for Tryhard to do, those Lalos. So he probably saw it very quickly and easily with the pathing, the use of the Flame Flinger, and charging the Queen right into the center of the base just to get the value needed. You saw how easy that pathing was for the Loons. So a very simple plan, at least for that level of player, in order to, you know, to get the job done. So I think that's really what it is. They might have some more complex bases that they were spending time on in order to make sure that they didn't get tripped up.
Correct. I like your answer. And I have to say something. Hello, base builders. Hard day today. So good luck. You know, LadyB, today, the base building work, it's so complex. So the best of the luck for you, base builders, and obviously for players. Nebrax, first attacker, Tryhard Gaming, Hydra, Suicide Heroes Hydra with 3 invisibility spells and 1 clone spell.
Yeah, so we'll either see the clone blimp, I'm sorry, the clone loon blimp, or the minions. I always like the combination of the minions. You can get away with a 1 clone spell if the single targeting Inferno is closer to the town hall here. But notice the position of this. We've got the queen on the outside edge. We are delaying the king and coming in because he can provide a lot more power and tank for that queen later on, as the drags are initially holding off the defenses on that front line. So that's why we see a little bit of a slight delay in this king here. Blimp's coming through, and we are going to see the warden timing to pop it, but we don't need to get too deep into the base. We just need to get right about where that air sweeper is if he is coming in with those super minions.
Exactly. Now, the push using both heroes was perfect. Now, super minions, invisibility spell, rage spell, clone spell. We got a lot of action beside the town hall. And finally, I think the town hall is down. It's not anymore on the south part, on the south compartment. We got the last 3 dragons on the middle of this village. And the last, well, not the last scatter shot. We got the second scatter shot on the right on the 9 o'clock. Be careful on the last compartment. He has to use a royal champion to beat the last scatter shot.
Yeah, I mean, he has his queen ability as well, but this is typically why we hold on to our royal champions. When you're coming in with Hydras, any typical type of dragon style attack, these are very similar bases where you're cutting across with the town hall on the back end on these anti 3-stars, but we still have a scatter shot still reserved here, but the abilities are holding. This is not typical because it's normally cleaned up from the start, but with the power he has left over with the heroes, he should be fine in getting this done. I say should, but he's got a minute 7 left. He's got the abilities. He can force the queen through, launches that Seeking Shield for the royal champion to take the lead for the queen and speed this up as quickly as possible. But the queen should have it in the bag, especially since she has the opportunity to heal up fully with that unicorn and save the ability.
Oh, be careful. Tornado trap skeletons. Now 45 seconds. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. 40 seconds. Just the queen. We got a lot of buildings around the scatter shot. Be careful. 35 seconds. More skeletons. Unicorn. A simple minion. Mortar. Come on, lady. Nebrax. Oh, the unicorn's popping up the special ability. Fuego! We got a triple. Yes, Nebrax, you did it. Yeah.
You can see the happiness on his face. He knows he's got it done. I hate when they risk it here with these poison spells. And not using them, looking to swag, because you never know what could come up. You know, obviously we saw an additional Skelly Trap pop up, used it on the back end, but beautiful job there, especially with missing out the scatter shot. But these Hydras tend to be very quick, so if you do miss out on the top side of the base, you can easily turn it back around, and it really relies on the power of the heroes of what you have remaining in the back end. But I'm waiting to see what Strut's going to do, because this starts mounting pressure once you have those 3-stars going, and Ast will be up next to bat, and that he's probably one of the strongest players on the team, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't feel the pressure and that he doesn't fail from time to time. So as they're looking to try and get this, as I said earlier today, a one and done, that's where the pressure for, I think, Strut really sits right now.
Correct and agree. After the first wave, we get 3-3. The score is 3-3. And like you said, we got Ast, Strut, Skelly Donut trying to beat the multi-target Infernal Tower, the Castle Clan. We need time. Be careful. Another invisibility spell. No! Yes! The Grand Castle is down. Oh my god.
Mighty close on that one. That's definitely one that you don't want to miss out on when you're coming in. But he's got the Flame Flinger now to work its way through, start clearing out a nice chunk of the base by taking down the scatter shot portion. Notice the mortar over to the side. He is out of range for now, but he does have a Barbarian if it were to shift in that direction.
Be careful. We got a lot of action on the left compartment. Using that king, using that royal champion, and don't forget the flame trying to take out that eagle on the north area. We got action on the south, so 3 different areas at the same time. Asked, how many eyes do you have?
He's got them split across left and right, but doing beautiful work here. Flame Flinger still going strong. Royal Champ going to take some benefit here, but she's got to work against the defending king, which is a bit unfortunate. She's already burned through her ability, which means she will not get to the center of the base. So Drag Riders have to cut through part of that core here, which while the multi is not an issue, it's more the concern of the traps in the center there. But King's still going strong, taking care of some of the cleanup. We've got the Flame Flinger going, and hold on. Queen's coming in. She's going to take on the Town Hall, drops the invisibility spell, gets the Town Hall activated, gets it taken down, and he can start these Drag Riders on a very small portion of this base.
Correct now, and finally the Queen solved the Tunnel Hall situation, the south compartment. We get action. We get 3 defenses. We got 3 so powered defenses over here, a double Infernal Tower, and, well, the scatter shot. That scatter shot. Now, Dragon Riders, the multi-target Infernal Tower, and don't forget the Warden Tower. It's so powerful. Using a free spell and another free spell to get the guarantee for all the Dragon Riders. We got time. We got power. We got troops. We got everything to connect another triple LadyB. Fuego! Let's go, Strut!
Absolutely not feeling the pressure whatsoever. Look at that. He drops the 3 for the 3 stars, unless he was throwing up some gang signs. But I think that was for the 3 stars right there. And are there, those look like 3 stars on his sleeve as well for Strut Gaming. So that's what he's known for, the 3 stars. There you go. But this is keeping it interesting because we got 3 star after 3 star after 3 star. So again, pressure surmounts. Exorcist is gonna be in a tough position with the second hit to try and get this job done. And this is where you see the nerves start kicking in, because the more triples that come in, the more pressure it puts on the next player not to drop the ball. Have you ever done one of those like egg pass games where you have it on a spoon and you have to pass it to somebody else? That's what playing a 5v5 in triples coming through in Clash of Clans is like.
That's the word now. Pressure. That's the right word. And what's the right number? 3, LadyB. So we have to take a look on the next attacker, on the next attack. Tryhard Gaming, be careful. Another triple LadyB or the first defense today.
Yeah, so we could see a defense coming through from either of these teams, or both, considering they have some of the best base builders around. What was surprising to see was Queen Walkers with some of the best base builders around not able to make it through. But Tribe ultimately making it here. We've got the blimp coming in for the Eagle, so we see the Yetis coming out. We can just come, oh, excuse me, not even going in with the Yetis. Go straight over with the Drag Rider, with the Loon for a nice surround on this. I like it. Beautiful job here. And he doesn't even need to invest a rage on it with that surrounding queen. So this is perfect. As we have his own queen, hold on. She's going for a walk up top. Are we meant to send? We are meant to send the Loon straight in for this Town Hall here early on. This is a very interesting approach because it's going about opposite of what we would normally do.
Yes, actually, this is not a normal plan. This is I don't know, a new plan using the Loon to start your flight. Oh my God. Oh my God, Exorcist. And like I said yesterday and before yesterday, you will get the tornado trap behind the tunnel hole. And again, it was the same situation. Be careful. No more troops, my friend LadyB. No more troops for Exorcist, for Tryhard Gaming. We got a lot of village. We got a lot of buildings over here. 1 minute 35 seconds, only 3 balloons.
This
OMG.
This is a reverse Lalo, but I gotta point out that the Electro Owl is actually still doing some work. This is relying heavily on the heroes to do the work, but on the back end of the base, where you typically use your Lalos on the back end, your heroes on the front end, this is a complete reverse of what we're used to seeing, but these healers are getting targeted, so the king needs to work fast, take them on. Queen still needs to get her way through this back end of the base, but we have the Royal Champion to jump over those walls, get to the scatter shot with 2 freezes and an invisibility spell. He's got so much time left over. He is creating new meta. We're gonna call it the reverse Lalo. This is absolutely insane with the power he has left over with those heroes alone.
Oh my god, watch out that blue bird over there. What's that? The king now. The king is down. Watch out the Royal Champion trying to take the scatter shot. Final moment. 40 seconds. Oh, Exorcist on your fan. How can you do this? I can't believe it, LadyB. Is that a triple? Please.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let me know. Is that a triple?
It is. It is.
Oh
with the
my
swag
God.
invisibility to boot. I mean, who comes in doing a reverse Lalo like that? Only Exorcist. And you can see the excitement coming in from him as he fist pumps with that 3-star. This is like new to what we've seen. I have never seen anything quite like this before in the game. So kudos to him. And I wonder if this is actually going to throw Strut off for a loop. Looking at that, if they're not staying focused on their own attacks, Yo-Yo could be kind of like worried, saying, our bases were not prepared for that. And that really could get into your head. It's not just about the offense, but what's going on with the other team offensively and how your defense is holding. I mean, Exorcist obliterated that base.
Well, we got a new way to split out your Laloon. All right, guys? So this is a new way to use your Laloon. It was so crazy. And finally, it was a triple. That's a very important part in this. Congratulations, Exorcist. It was a crazy attack, but it was a triple. So that's it. You got your triple today. Base builders, hello.
Yeah, base builders not coming in today, but I think we have to give that to the exceptional power from the players. This is where offense comes in key and incredible thinking, which we just saw displayed by Exorcist. So as we wait patiently for Yo-Yo, and not too patiently because I hear the battle cry there. And here we go, those swords clinking together. We've got Yo-Yo turning into not Lalo 23, but Spammo 23, which I like to call him if he's not using Lalo. But coming in with the E-Drags, he's been working with this a little bit more. The team actually has in general. And this could be a way to try and speed up the attack, but also a little bit risky as well, because you can lose a lot of value with those Electro Drags in the core of the base if your heroes don't do enough work on the outside edge and those Electro Drags don't get the value inside the core.
Now I'm loving this war. I'm in love of this war. Jojo 23, Suicide Blame, trying to push those dragons, those electro dragons into the middle, and obviously taking down the town hall. The town hall, it's not anymore on the village. And again, the tornado trap behind the town hall on this kind of levels. The king trying to be a good tank for that queen. And watch out the Royal Champion on the 10 o'clock beating that Inferno Tower.
Yeah, so going for the multi, but also making her path towards a scatter shot as the battle builder winds up bringing it back to health, drops the poison in case of any issues with Skellies along the way here, freezes up the scatter shot and the battle builder to make this go faster. He's got the Seeking Shield, so can launch it off to save some time. But when you look at the time factor, they're 2 minutes and 19 seconds tied up here. Now 2 minutes and 1 second on the clock. I mean, let's be honest, if this were to come to a perfect war, we would be looking at that time factor. So that is why you see things like Electro Drags coming into the mix.
Every time when I say we will get a 15-15 score, the next attack immediately it's a defense. So I don't know, but I think this war will be 15-15. LadyB, be ready for this. This is crazy.
I think you just jinxed it. You're gonna here. I'm already giving you the crown. There you go.
Oh my God.
You get the jinx crown. You're gonna have to wear it the next time I see you. We've already determined that Carbon and Itsu are gonna have to wear it when I see them. So this is coming with me to Sweden this weekend, and Carbon's gonna be in the sash and the tiara.
Congratulations, LadyB. And obviously, hi, Carvin and E2. Great casters. I'm your fan, obviously. The best of the best in Clash of Clans, English language, of course. I'm ready for the next attacker. I'm ready for this war, the grand final EWU Gaming 9th edition, $15,000 on prize pool.
Absolutely. Whoa. And yeah, $15,000 prize pool, absolutely huge, especially like through what they've gone through. It hasn't been a super extensive tourney, but it has been a fun one, the way that it's been played out. So kudos to EWU for bringing it back with the Fuego. I love it. And we've got Rakiras coming up to bat. And this is, this is a player that feels no pressure. Again, he is the MVP, 7 out of 7, known as the best Lalo attacker in the game. So there is zero way that we're gonna see him fail. And I know you guys out there are saying I'm jinxing him. No, that's not me jinxing him. This is
You're doing that. You're doing that.
No, I might have done it yesterday, but no. This is someone who has been known for his superb Lalo attacks. He is legitimately one of the best Lalo players in the game. Undeniably. I mean, we of course have many great Lalo players, but we almost never see him fail. So for him to fail here would be a huge victory for Strut, but I don't see it happening only because I've never seen many people able to defend against Rakiras. And as you see, coming in with the Skelly Donut Lalo, we do have the bats in place to come in for the multi. Again, easier range to get it. He's only going for the double combination here, the CC and the multi-targeting Inferno. So this way we eliminate the multi for the Lalo pathing and the CC for the hero dive opener, so they have less to contend with a lot of heavy damage coming in, including that scatter shot, defending Queen, and Warden Tower.
Second stage of this army, of this strategy, using the suicide heroes with a good tank, which is the Ice Golem, trying to take that scatter shot, and the enemy Queen. Watch out, the Siege Machine trying to get all the walls, everything in the middle, trying to connect LadyB, those heroes to that tunnel hole.
That's a massive hero dive coming in. And remember, we're not using healers in this. We're just doing a straight up hero dive into the base with the Ice Golem to tank, the Wall Wrecker to open up the pathing to the Town Hall. So this is where we need that Queen to stand behind, get past that single, which is why we bring in the Ice Golem with a beautiful radius here and gets this moving along. I think he dropped that invisibility spell possibly to keep the Queen on track, but we've got this Loon also moving through along the outside edge. So this is a perfect Lalo position with 1:37 left to go. And I mean, I'm calling it the triple now. There's no stopping this one. There's like legitimately with the freeze, with 2 haste and the Warden ability, absolutely nothing stopping it. And the timing is going to be perfection.
Correct. We got a lot of power. We got a lot of troops. We get spells. And the last Lavahan trying to stop that air defense. The last scatter shot is not anymore on the village. Watch out the last part. Watch out the last air defense. We don't have another free spell. We don't have an invisibility spell. We got a lot of time. The special protection, just 50 seconds. The time is not a problem. The defenses are not the problem. Rakiras, Drive Gaming, Fuego! Triple, LadyB.
Yeah, you can see the happiness on his face, but I think, you don't see him as happy as Kronos and Nebrax, and that's because his confidence in this. I think he just takes it, just with a grain of salt, being one of the top players here. So you don't quite see the excitement, but I think he feels it inside. So Rakiras coming in, keeping his MVP streak going strong. That means he's gone 8 for 8, looking to pick up that $300 extra MVP prize to go in it. But we have to see who's going to come up next, because again, we've got triple after triple after triple, and we are tied 9 stars on the board, 3 for 3, with Strut Gaming having the % lead. But we've got Maths coming up, and to be quite honest, I know a lot of people say I'm biased because Strut is my organization and team, but we have seen a lot of struggles coming in from Mask lately. And that is a big problem in this matchup that could leave a huge opening for Tribe Gaming if Mask does not triple. We've seen it somewhat in confidence, but I think also in a little bit more in his want to flex a bit. I mean, like yesterday, we saw him in wars, swagging, kind of like spells are going a little bit delayed, wanting to push the limits of his queen, and that's where he has to turn this around. If he wants to pick up the 3-star, he's got to be nice and clean and not try and take any risks. I think that's going to be the biggest problem for Mask. But other than that, he would be right up there with Rakiras. So let's see if he's going to pick up the triple or give the opening to Tribe Gaming.
We have to identify the time for each attack. I don't know, but the 15-15, it's around the corner. The time is 2 minutes, 1 second, Strut, and 2 minutes, 38 seconds on Tribe Gaming. Queen charge, Lalo again. I need a ground attack immediately after this attack, please. Come on, LadyB.
Definitely. It's always nice to see the ground attacks, but you are talking about two of the top air teams, especially when it comes to Lalo. So that's why we are seeing a lot of Lalo in the mix here. But I guess that would depend. We don't have Sir Iron in today, so definitely not going to see the hybrid from him. We could potentially see a super buller smash from Boom, though. That is a possibility. So far, this queen charge going perfectly well. Gets a beautiful opening, leading this queen in. We've got an additional wall break to get to the multi and sending in the Yeti Blimp to take on this scattershot. And we've got the rage down, of course, because of the defending RC. So if he can take down the defending RC, that's huge. Yetimites can clear out the rest of the defenses around, and looks like he's going to pick up more value.
I love the queen charge. The queen charge was pretty good, taking out that eagle and the suicide blame, cleaning up the south compartment. I like this. The Italian player, whew, you're a super pro player, and I think he's attacking, sitting on the floor. That's the perfect spot for him.
Yeah, I think every player has their own kind of unique way that they like to play, that they're most comfortable. We know Arium of MSE Sports likes to sit with his feet up in the air, like he just doesn't care. But hold on, we've got the queen walking around into the other compartment, but if the pathing is lined up, which it looks like, and there's no Teslas to pull the queen off course, she could still go into the center of the base. And we do have the king leading his way through, but the royal champ is the one going for that multi-targeting inferno. And that means the queen can lead her way into the scattershot position as Lalo works through the town hall.
A lot of action around the town hall. The queen charge going to the north. A royal champion trying to take that single target inferno tower. We got Lens. We got another Infernal Tower. The Town Hall finally, a second free spell. The Warden Protection. The Warden Protection, it's now on those villains. Tornado Trap behind the Town Hall again. And the last scatter shot. We got a lot of troops. We have the time. Come on, the time. 20 seconds, LadyB. Just 20 seconds. I have to say this again. LadyB, now in English. Fire!
I mean, when you look at what he had left over, the queen ability, the royal champ ability, I mean, this is the mask that we know. This is the mask that we want to see, not taking risks. I mean, it was an extensive queen charge, but he did not take any risks with that queen and where she was going to be targeted. And that's where you see the exceptional push coming in. So now he puts the pressure on Fluxy to come up in 4th place. Fluxy actually did a great job, phenomenal job, just taking the final hit yesterday for Tribe to actually get the win, to secure everything, and picked up the triple at the same time. I think they just needed a safe 2-star against the Queen Walkers, but the triple he wound up pulling out and was very excited. Fluxy, a newer player to Tribe Gaming, is also an amazing player, but we do see him, I think, struggle a little bit with confidence. I think it's more the nerves that get to him in these bigger matches. So being in 4th position can take some of that pressure off, but it's often a position that we see where players take for attacks that they might not be quite as sure about. So the 5th position would typically carry it through at the end. So a lot of pressure on Fluxy. We'll see how he handles it, but we know he can come in with those beautiful 3 stars as we saw yesterday.
Pressure. Oh my
That's
god,
all
what
it
a
is at this
war.
point.
What a grand final. Let's go to the next attack. Fluxy, okay. Ford attacker. Thrive Gaming now. Queen Charge, Dragon Riders. Starting with the Queen Charge on the 10 o'clock. Trying to take the Town Hall, I think, on the left compartment. Watch out! The middle of this level. We got a multi-target Inferno Tower, and watch out the north side. The scatter shot with the enemy queen V side.
Yeah, so the queen making her way into the town hall. You can see how this is shaped up to force her through into that open compartment. You have to really set a good funnel in order to make that happen, and that's exactly what he does here to get right inside, and also look how much value he's gotten out of that Coco Loon, helping to pave the way. But no more traps along the way, trying to pick up a few more as the queen continues on with 2 additional super wall breakers to get her down and around. But hold up, freeze up! Freeze up! Those rocket loons, he just gets it in the nick of time and gets those super minions under the poison spell. It is very critical that you freeze them up, and you have to do it fast so you don't force the ability or lose out the queen, and he handled that perfectly.
I think that is the most powerful Castle Clan CC troops in Clash of Clans. A double Super Balloon and a double Super Minion. And Fluxy, well, Fluxy is handling that Queen Charge perfectly. Now the fly. We got a lot of action on the scatter shot on the north, like I said. The king trying to push those dragons into the middle, and watch out the Queen Charge taking down the middle part of this village. Now, watch out the last scatter shot and the last air defense on the south compartment with a huge Tesla farm over there.
Yeah, now the queen has to be through, but she's going through the wrong wall. Ideally, you want to see her coming in, I would say, for the multi on the back end, but the scatter shot might not be a bad thing if she can distract. These drag riders are looking super low health, some of them at least, taking on all that impact from the eagle. But he's got the king alive, he's got the queen ability, rages and drops the invisibility for those drag riders. Do we have the royal champ still up, or is she down for the count? I think all he's got left to work with is the one drag rider, the queen, her ability with the Tesla farm on the back end. King's doing excellent work cleaning up here. 36 seconds left to go. Shion, it's coming down to the wire, but the power he has left with his heroes is more than enough to get it done and keep us tied up in this war we're talking about. 12 to 12. And what did we say? Go big or go home? That's the phrase of the day here, because at this point you need to triple, or you're going to go into a second war. You're not going to go home right away, but go big or go to a second war. But you definitely, like for Strut, if they want to get this win, they need to triple. They have the time factor by quite a bit. 2 minutes and 12 seconds overall to Tribe Gaming's 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That E-Drag attack was absolutely smart coming in from Ast for that specific reason.
That's the point on this war. That Electro Dragon attack was the most important attack for now on this war. So be careful. That Electro Dragon attack can take the whole war. Obviously, talking about the time, because after stars, after the percentage, the next point to identify is the time. We know this, LadyB. Oof.
Yeah. Now pressure on Boom, the team captain here. And is he coming? No, he's not coming in with the ground. He's coming in with the drag riders, but going with that Queen Charge drag rider. We do have the path leading to the town hall initially, and opening up the core. We've got that baby drag to help set up the funnel, setting up a little bit more down at the bottom side of the base. Looks like a couple Teslas crapping up, so trying to make sure that the queen does not get distracted and stays focused to stay in line here. But he really needs to keep this queen pushing along to get as much value as possible. However, bringing in this flame flinger is going to do a lot of exceptional work. And again, notice the mortar that we have on the outside edge. He needs to be careful of that radius, but he is just outside of it where he's placed it to get the eagle down.
The Queen Charge, it's so powerful on the south. The flame taking out the eagle on the north, and we have to wait the third stage of this strategy, which is the Dragon Riders. 4 Dragon Rider, just 4 Dragon Riders. Watch out again. That is scatter shot with the enemy queen beside that defense. We don't have a lot of time. Watch out the time. Boom. Just 1 minute, 45 seconds. Now we get the king trying to push that queen charge into the middle to take at least one Inferno Tower and obviously the CC troops.
Yeah, so CC troops have to be dealt with. Queen is in the perfect position to do it, but you worry about those rocket loons. Handled it perfectly, so he didn't have to burn through the ability. Has a great opening into the multi. You can see just cutting straight across the diagonal of the base here with these drag riders. Pops that warden ability as they clip through the centralized area with that defending queen, so that helps the headhunters out a little bit. And we've got two hogs in the mix here to help out for a little distraction, a little cleanup. This is looking great right now for a Boom, who has yet to drop. Wait, where's this royal champ? She's just coming on the board. We're just dropping her in now. Come on.
Come on. 50 seconds. Perfect war. Boom. Strut. Perfect war. 40 seconds. LadyB, this is insane. Grand final. Perfect war. And check out the time. 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
Wow.
OMG. We need an Electro Dragon attacks, a Super Dragon's attacks, something like that, LadyB, on the last attack, which on the Stripe Gaming. Oh my God, what a war. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I see Kronos' face as we're getting ready. I see his face, and he's sitting there. He's like, I don't know how I'm going to do an attack to make up this time difference. That's a huge time difference to have to make up average overall. Like, I don't even know if the fastest E-Drag attack would help them because of the difference that they had from the start. Now, before they did the E-Drag attack, they were still ahead on time by quite a bit. When they did the E-Drag attack, they were at 2 minutes and 1 second for Strut. So an E-Drag attack likely won't get it done. Not even the fastest super drag attack. But we'll wait and see patiently and see if there's some miracle, some way Tribe can get this done. I think all we can at least say is how phenomenal this war is here.
Yes, that's right. That's right, war phenomenal. And well, I think the next attack should be an Electro Dragon attack or Super Dragon. So be ready for maybe 1 minute and 10 seconds attack, 1 minute 5 seconds attack, or because when you want to use like a faster attack, you can get a 1-star attack. So be careful, Tribe Gaming.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but I want to see what he comes in with for the finish. We've got 6 bat spells, so we're going to come with this on the back end of the base, but we've got 14 Sneaky Goblins. This is what's known as the Sohim. Sohim started this back in ESL North America, and where you basically go for the Town Hall. This is where you have everything split. Town Hall one corner, scatter shots on opposite sides of each other, and the Eagle directly north or south of the Town Hall, just in the opposite direction. So you go for the Town Hall with your Sneaky Gobs. You look to take big hero value from the opposite side of the Town Hall towards that Eagle, cut through the base, and then come in with the Drag Riders alongside one of the scattershot areas and use those bats for cleanup here.
That's correct. 4 different stages on this village. The first one was the Sneaky Goblins, the second one on the north part using the Suicide Heroes and the Low Launcher, trying to connect those heroes into the middle to take out all on that area, especially the CC troops and the multi-target Inferno Tower. And watch out the time. The time is not good. In my opinion, this army was a huge mistake. I said my opinion, LadyB. I don't know what you think about this.
I agree for the simple fact that if they wanted to triple and try and get anywhere closer to the time factor, which still would be impossible, this is not the way to go. This is one of the longest running attacks other than like Super Witches. We can often actually see this time fail out because of the complexity of going for the Town Hall, splitting up the heroes, and then getting through the rest of the base, waiting for the Drag Riders to do some work, sending in the Royal Champion, and getting the bats moving along. Now, one thing to note with if you are doing this attack strategy is you want to keep those bats away from the Drag Riders. In general, if you're using bats, keep them away from your air troops because that's where they would get picked up with any of the traps. Otherwise, they won't pick those up. So beautiful job here with the bats coming in. Drag Riders sweeping their way across. Ice Golem helping out in this one. And it is looking decent with the freezes that he has left over. He brought a ton to get through the back and splash damage. We've got 2 more to go. 1 down, 1 more to go for that Wizard Tower. But the Electro Owl is holding it off. But the Scatter Shot didn't go down.
That first spell was perfect, LadyB, but I think it's not enough. We got the Wizard Tower over there. Oh, the Wizard Tower is not anymore in the village. 25 seconds, double perfect war. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Kronos, Thrive Gaming, the time, it's not enough. The triple, it's not enough. 15 seconds, and LadyB, we got a champion. LadyB, 10 seconds, double, double, double perfect war. OMG! Fuego!
Oh, wait.
No!
No, the 99! Okay. We gotta give a huge congratulations, first of all, to Strut, who actually has won this. They are the champions. They walk away with the grand prize of this tournament, the $8,000 in a $15,000 tournament. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. I've got my tiara ready for you. You can have the Jinx crown here because you just jinxed Kronos from the double perfect war by 1 building there.
Oh my god, that was crazy. It was at the last second. Congratulations, Strut. Champions! You did it. Obviously, congratulations, Thrive Gaming. 14 stars, just 1 building left. Almost a perfect war. Congratulations, both teams. Congratulations, all the players, managers, base builders. Don't forget the base builders, please. And LadyB, I think we got something special for all the spectators right now.
Oh, we do. So we have a very special interview with team captain of Strut, Boom. So we'll say farewell to you for now, Shion, as we talk to Boom and see how they are feeling after this war. But definitely a phenomenal one. So let's take a quick look before we head into the interview. We've got the champions, that is Strut, coming in with the $8,000 grand prize. Second place goes to Tribe Gaming with $5,000, and third place to Queen Walker Stephanie with $2,000. But each of these teams have come in with phenomenal wars, 14 to 15 stars, and that is, I mean, exceptional. You're seeing players like this with some of the best base building around and still hitting those top marks. So kudos to them. So we should be getting ready and set to talk to team captain Boom and hear what he has to say about the win and about the weekend so far. So we've got Boom joining us live, just waiting for his cam to pop on so we can talk to him. Let's see if I can hear Boom. We'll wait for him to get on cam in just a moment. But if you have any questions in the chat, get them in, and maybe I'll ask one of those questions in chat if you have for Boom as we wait.
Exactly. Now I think we got Boom on the video cam. We have to wait for it. But for now, exactly like LadyB said, you have to type your questions. And finally, we got Boom. LadyB, all yours.
Hi, Boom. How are you doing?
Hello, LadyB. I'm doing really fine. We are really happy to manage to get the win. It was a really close war.
Yeah, that was an exceptionally close war, but what I have to commend Strut for was the E-Drag attack from Ast. Was that specifically decided in order to keep the time factor at bay? Because you were at 2 minutes and 1 second once he completed that. Did you think that this could go to a double perfect war?
I think you mean the E-Dragon attack from Yo-Yo.
Yes.
Yeah, and I originally had another Queen Charge plan on the base. You said, hey, Boom, I think I have a really a safe E-Dragon plan, which for surely triples. And I said, okay, you do it. I believe in you. And obviously, I mean, they were leading also. They were getting 2 triples before. So I said, maybe time is also a big issue in the end. So just do it and give them more pressure. That's
actually pretty impressive to have 2 plans in 8 minutes of that time that you have to prep to have two different plans to go in and to be able to switch it up. So really good call on your part. And that really shows the exception of the team players and how they, how you guys work as a team together. What I do want to know is what's been the toughest challenge for you throughout the series this weekend?
Okay. So one of the obvious things during a really high-level skilled tournament like EWU now is to keep the pressure really high, that you are not falling into like doing some mistakes because you're like afraid to get a fail. But especially for this weekend, our highest challenge was actually that some of us, I mean, including me, we had some real life like meetings, like going with friends out. So we barely couldn't play this match. And for example, I hit yesterday the match, like the attack against Queen Walkers on Street on just my phone. Just came online 10 minutes earlier before my attack. But this was, I think, the highest challenge. But overall, obviously, very, very hard to win any of those tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, we even saw Yo-Yo on the train doing his attack. I was a little bit worried about the Wi-Fi connection there because I know what German Wi-Fi is like on trains. It's not always reliable. So kudos to you guys. I've got one more question for you in the chat, and that is, what is your pre-attack ritual, if you have one?
Okay. Like I personally use I crack my finger like this. Like to warm up my fingers. Usually my fingers are cold just because I'm not sure why. So like get them worked before so I can like tap accordingly. Yeah. Okay.
So there you go. If you want to know how to attack like Boom, what he does, there's your answer. You don't use those little finger pads to go for your iPad? Have you ever seen those little finger pads that they have that you can use for like PUBG Mobile and stuff?
Oh no, I saw it, yeah. But for Clash of Clans, it's not needed because we are only doing a 3-minute attack, and in PUBG they have to like play for 20 minutes, for example.
Yeah, but I have to give you guys a huge congratulations. Definitely held it strong, going through the upper bracket and winning that one war. You know, we said it was this is basically a one and you're done because of the position you were in through the upper bracket. Incredible performance, and thank you so much, not only for joining us, but for the exceptional war that you put out for everyone to see. Any last words for the fans out there?
Yeah, thank you for your support, especially to Albanaki and Azali for supporting us always. And let's do it. And also thank you for LadyB for casting the wars. Always appreciate it. And see you next time.
We'll see you soon, Boom. Thank you so much. So we should bring Shion back, talk a little bit more. So Shion, when you play, do you have the same kind of ritual? Do you like crack your hands? I know I crack my knuckles like all the time and everybody hates it. So I don't know if that's something you do.
It's weird, but actually I'm a super fan of Boom. I love the interview, so the right way to express in English. So my respect for this super player, Boom. And well, this is the end. This is the end of this streaming. Thank you for all your support, LadyB, EWU Gaming. I'm so excited. This was a super tournament. It was the 9th edition, and we want more, LadyB. We want more and more on EWU Gaming.
We do, absolutely. So looking forward to seeing more EWU in Clash of Clans. So make sure to follow, to subscribe, so you know when the next EWU events are going live. You can check them out on Twitter. Of course, if you're on YouTube or on Twitch, make sure you hit those follow subscriptions so you can keep up to date with what's going on. So we've got, I think, a quick presentation here as well to take a look at. So let's take a look through. Oh,
MVP! Finally, we got the MVP player. Congratulations, $300. Rakiras! Tryhard Gaming, sponsored by RH Base Building, of course.
Yeah, it's RH Base Building coming in with that extra prize pool. So most valuable player here, Rakiras went 8 for 8 throughout the whole match. And this is why I said earlier today, Rakiras is one of the, if not the best, Lalo attackers in the game. So if you ever see him attacking, you ever watch the wars, make sure you pay attention to what he's doing. I mean, he's absolutely phenomenal, though. I think Exorcist might have beat him today with that reverse Lalo. That's going down in the books, at least for me today. What about you? What about highlights for you today? What was your favorite moment?
Well, my favorite moment was the E-Drag attack. I think that
Uh-huh.
attack was the most important attack on this war. Seriously. I don't know what you think about it in the chat, but in my opinion, that was the most powerful attack today, especially for the score. Well, it was not the 15-15 score, but almost. It was like 15-14 with one building left. So it was so close.
Absolutely. So if you have any favorite moments, make sure to share them over on Twitter. You can tag EWU Gaming on Twitter and let us know what you thought of the wars. But thank you so much to the viewers out there for joining us today. Thank you to the other streamers who were casting as well, bringing the action, bringing the fuego, that fire here today. And we will hopefully catch you again next time. And hopefully that will be soon. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Thank you, LadyB. It was a pleasure. Thank you, EW Gaming. Like you said, spectators, players, managers, base building. Don't forget the base builders. Of course, base builders. Hello. Great job today, yesterday, and before yesterday. I have to say that. Of course, base building is very important in Clash of Clans. See you on the next edition. EW Gaming is ready for the 10th edition. Be ready for that, LadyB. Goodbye. Fuego!